My name's Carlos.
Isaac.
1 second. Eloy, don't fucking drop our setup.
Oh, it's big room? Wait.
My name's Eloy.
Big ASMR.
Eloy's gonna leave because he has shit to do tomorrow, but me and Isaac don't. So, yeah, true. Don't look at me, way.
Yeah,
Hey, but the coffee.
We're not cutting this out.
No, yes, we are. Wait, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, they know it's fucking
Okay, so why a podcast? Like, why should we do a podcast? I fucking asked you. No, seriously.
Because we have nothing better to do.
I think we're entertaining.
You think so?
I think we're entertaining to a good amount, so it'll be interesting. Just, the 20 people that are gonna see this, our teammates.
Nah, fuck it, like
10.
3.
Yeah, but
What was it?
it's a fun experience. Anyways, so
We're pretty talkative too. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I mean, a lot of this is gonna be us just talking about random things. If I'm being honest with you, Eloy. Let me go get my coffee. Is it ready?
So Eloy works at Home Depot right now. We're both unemployed. Cause we're
I'm gonna start.
okay. He's gonna start. He's gonna start. Me not yet.
Hopefully, Home Depot.
Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. Well, I don't know. That place is gonna burn down, like you said.
See,
Right?
wait, fucking Home Depot's gonna end up like.
Hey, where's the orders? Was Isaac supposed to take care of it?
We haven't hired him.
But sir, it was Eloy.
Okay. Well, stories. That's where we're gonna start. Stories, just so they get.
An idea.
Yeah, just so y'all get an idea of who we are and things we've been through and such. Oh, hold up, Vinci DoorDash. Thank you.
Where's the tip? Where's the tip?
Thank you.
You hear the steam?
¿Qué se calla? Ah, Simón. Alright. So, stories. You wanna start with the stories?
No, you can start.
I don't know where to start though. Now that I'm thinking about it, stories. I know I do.
I'm gonna start with one. Let's get to the good part here and
Let's
there.
get to the good part.
Right on. Okay, so there was one time, like last year, where we went to Austin, Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We-
What part of what part of that whole trip are you gonna talk about?
Hold on, chill out,
Okay.
chill out. We went to a competition, We were just hanging out, and then we went to In-N-Out. I believe, I think it was the same night, and after that we went to Texas State, where,
No, wait, no.
we went to Texas State because we got invited by friends of ours to a party or slash hangout, and
I know what he's gonna talk
you
about.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so then, I was taking care of like all of them since since stuff happened. We're not gonna get into it though. And we went into this gas station called yeah. Why is it called that? I don't know. It sounds like some perverted stuff right there, huh?
But it's so Bobcat Quickie. Basically, it's a gas station open like. Is it 24 hours?
Yeah.
Well, it was open 24 hours specifically next to Texas State for like the students because they know they party and they know they do a bunch of stuff. So we get there around 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
It was 2 a.m. We get there around 2 a.m. and there's a line in that gas station from end to end waiting for like quesadillas that they were cooking inside and different things. So then,
Obviously we got out and stuff, and then there's like a group of people arguing. There's another group that just came out of nowhere in a Camaro, in a green Camaro actually, and they started arguing with the people behind them, and all of a sudden they pull out a gun when we were behind the people that they were arguing. So it was kind of dangerous and deadly at the same time, just because in case they would have shot them and like we would have got shot too. So then after that, I told everybody to dip, to run, to not look back and run. But obviously, since stuff, they weren't paying attention to me for how stupid they are. I had to tell them like 3 times to follow me and just run. But yeah, we got away. Probably the most scariest situation I've ever been. Eloy has ever been, probably. Carlos, I don't think so. But yeah, how'd you feel at that moment, eh?
honestly, I don't know. I've never had a gun pulled on me. So, and it wasn't like directly to me, but
It was at least like 10 feet.
yeah. It was a good amount to where like if you started shooting, like we were definitely like first targets.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that I don't know. I kind of just started running and like I didn't realize, but I felt so slow. Like running, I felt so slow.
What?
No, like because I was thinking, I was like, no matter how far I get, he can still shoot me.
Well, yeah, it was an SMG.
But eso, like that's why I was like,
That's like some Call of Duty stuff right
I was
there.
running in zigzags across the street. But
That was pretty. I mean, it was fun, but at the
it was
same
a
time,
memory. It was a memory.
Yeah, it was a good memory, especially since it was like our third road trip together.
Second
Second
the
road
first
trip.
one, El Paso, but
But obviously we didn't go to sleep till like 5 a.m.
then we checked out at 9.
We checked that at 9, so that's 4 hours of sleep. Actually, not even 4 hours. Actually, not even 4 hours of sleep. That's like what, 4.5? Because we checked that at 9. So we basically got like 4 hours of sleep.
Tell him I'm laughing.
Huh?
Tell him
Okay, so right now we're both laughing because Eloy just literally took up all his clothes off and just started walking around like a maid, like a sexy maid. But yeah, that was one of the best memories that we've had, like all 3 of us together. Especially since we were in Austin like for like 3 days. Yeah, right?
No, 2 nights.
2 nights,
Like 3 days.
3 days basically. Oh, yeah? Yeah, it was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was like one of the freaking nights to remember. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I took that road trip back.
Hmm?
Do you remember why? See it. You wouldn't let us sleep the whole road trip.
Oh yeah. So I wouldn't let him. so I wouldn't let him sleep because
you didn't want to be alone. Like.
so basically we all got like 4 hours of sleep. We had to check out at 9, and so I told him if I'm not sleeping, you guys aren't sleeping. So it was like what, 4 hours back?
More way.
More,
Like
right?
5.
5 hours. 5 hours back, and they obviously they wanted to sleep because even I wanted to sleep because we got 4 hours to sleep. But I told them not to sleep because they're gonna be little, cats. That's
I thought you were gonna go to sleep. Wait, why you?
okay. I'll wake up in the morning. Sugar cakes.
I mean, stories. I feel like I don't have crazy stories. I just have dumb things that have happened to me. Like,
All 3 of us.
yeah, but like I feel like I end up in situations where I'm like, bruh. Like, even my dad's like, bruh,
Yeah, me too.
and that's why we're friends.
Yeah.
Um,
Now we're roommates.
no, I think the most craziest one that like I had was during, when was it? Spring break. You went back home to McAllen, and me and Eloy went to El Paso. And
Oh, yeah.
and we were in El Paso, and everything was fine. And then one night we went to dinner. Then we went to go to the movies. I asked him like if I fucking took him on a date. But like we went to the movies, and then but this movie ended like at 12. And if you're not from El Paso, this was
Scream.
yeah, it
Oh.
was. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So this was at the west side of El Paso. All the way from the west side, I live in the east side, which is like a 40-minute drive. But this was midnight, so there's no traffic. And coincidentally, I was speeding very fast. I was going like 100 something, but I didn't realize it because there's like no traffic. I was the only one there, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, some sirens go off, and I was like, ah. So I pull over.
Oh, you're dumb for real, right?
Yeah, and I pull over, and the officer was all pressed when he pulled me over. He was like, hands out the window, like, what are you drunk? I was like, bro, I'm just trying to get home.
Wasn't like midnight?
Yes, but I was like, bro, I'm not gonna do anything, bro. I was just going fast. I'm just trying to get home. And then he was like, oh, okay. Like, he asked me for registration and my license, whatever. He comes back. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have you step out. And I was like, fuck, like, this isn't good.
That's fucking scary.
Like,
dude.
this isn't good at all.
That's scary.
So he handcuffed me, and we're on the side of the freeway, and I'm waiting there, but I'm shaking because I was cold. It was winter. Not even. It was spring break, but it was getting windy, so I was getting cold. And then I was like, bro, he's gonna think I'm like on drugs.
Yeah.
Because I was shaking. I was like, bro, he's gonna think I'm on drugs. So then he's like, oh, okay, just come over to the. He put me in the back of the police car, and I was like, okay, like at least it's warm in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see him go over to the car, and I was like, you know what I realized? Try it.
Nah, I'm good. I'm shitting my pants.
It's because Isaac doesn't like coffee.
Yeah.
But one thing that he did, he went over to the car, and I was like, Eloy doesn't have a license.
But he wasn't driving.
Yeah, but I was like, I'm going to take him to the police department. Who's going to drive my car back? And I was like, they're going to tow this. And I was like, bro. I was like, one thing is going to like jail for a speeding ticket. The other thing is, oh, my car also got towed. And I was like, no.
And that depends on the fine,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
On the government.
Mm-hmm. So, and I was like, how's Eloy going to get home?
Walking?
Wait, no, this was like still 30 minutes away from my house. Driving.
Walking?
Simón, llega en la mañana. Get in the... No, he would get kidnapped. But then he puts it in the back of the car. He calls my mom. For some reason. First of all, I was like, bro, I'm 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got to be calling my parents.
Seguro?
Right.
Quiet down. We're doing a podcast.
But anyway, so then he basically saw that my record was clean, like I've never been pulled over, nothing like that. And he let me go with the ticket, of course, which that ticket, when I paid that ticket,
It was expensive, huh?
see, it was like almost $400. I was like, Should have took me to jail.
Oh,
That's wrong.
God.
No, but then yeah, that was pretty scary because I thought I was going to jail
Why for speeding?
because it's criminal speed. They can take you to jail for like I don't know some bullshit.
No, but that's like Class C, no?
I'm not sure. All I know is that this dude had me handcuffed to the back of his, like in the back of his car for no reason. See, wait. I was like, bro.
This is why you gotta be a good citizen, and not get pulled over and follow the law. Nah, do that.
That's one, bro.
I've luckily never gotten a ticket ever. I'm clean.
Knock on wood. Porque.
Yeah.
Mira dónde estoy.
Yeah.
Aquí, ¿verdad? Gracias a Dios. Pero...
But yeah, I've never gotten a ticket. I mean, I've ran through red lights, stop signs.
But you're from the valley. I feel like they don't care.
Even they do care. Yeah, they're more strict. There's people in suburbans and motorcycles.
Pues también nosotros.
The people on motorcycles, I heard are like dicks.
Yeah, they are.
They're like real dicks. I'm like, God. And it was like every single morning when I would go to work, during the summer, like all you see is motorcycle cops all over the town. Why? I don't know. At 6 a.m. Like
They're trying to pull you over.
yeah, for real. Like they got nothing else to do. Like or what? Like
I don't know. I just. Is that?
swear to God, this is haunting, bro.
That they emailed us about? I think it is.
Are you sure it's not in the other?
I don't know.
That's just creepy, bro.
Imagine nobody's there. Do you believe in ghosts?
I do. Do you not?
I don't know. Did you hear that?
Yes.
I don't know. But I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits. Like I don't believe you can see them.
No, you can't see them.
No, but you know how some people think and like.
Mediums can't see.
Yeah.
Mediums can't
I feel
see
like
because they could talk to ghosts or spirits.
I feel like they just finessing people.
Hell, no, I don't think so.
I guess I have to experience it.
Yeah.
Like in order for me to be like, okay, I believe it. Like if this dude can come into my house and tell me stuff that like only I know, or my family, I would be like, all right.
Cause like, what would you do at the moment when, okay, for example, you ask a ghost hunter, come check my house, and they do tests and stuff, and they actually find stuff. What'd you do?
Find what? Like what stuff?
Okay, so like they do like paranormal activities, like type stuff where, like, I don't know if you heard of like the energy thingy.
Yeah, but like, I need to see some
like in person. Yeah.
in person, or like they leave cameras around my house and stuff starts moving by itself.
Like night vision type.
Yeah,
stuff.
and I'm like, okay, what the? Like, I'll move houses. If I see a chair move by itself in the middle of the night through a camera, I'm moving houses.
I see.
See it. I'm moving like countries.
Canada.
And like for blessing the whole house I live in that day.
Okay, so
But like, yeah, I do believe in spirits. Like, spirits that linger because it's like where they live. You know? Kind of.
so what's the difference between a ghost and a spirit?
I feel like, to me, a ghost is like just some random like shadow passing by or some shit.
Like an orb?
Yeah.
Stuff?
I'm like, okay, that I don't know. But spirits are the ones that like, I know you've seen videos where like cabinets open
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I mean, they could be edited, but in the chance that they're not.
Cause I mean, how?
Or you know what else freaks me out?
What?
Have you seen the ones where like people be driving and they see some shit in the middle of the road and then they panic and there's nothing there?
Yeah.
But then people say that story and I'm like, you're also driving in the middle of the night. Like, you could be tired.
But like, have you seen those TikToks where Teslas could see like there's people?
Yeah, but then I'm like, wait, maybe that thing's tripping. Like maybe it's like, you know.
Elon Musk says.
But didn't you see him throw the ball or the rock at the window that's bulletproof and it broke?
And it broke.
So I'm like, I don't know.
Nah. So, I've.
Don't tell me you have a ghost story.
No, I don't. It's just like.
encounter.
No, I don't know. I don't know what it's called. But okay, so back home, my mom has like these lights, like these motion sensor lights. All right, they only turn on when there's something near it. When
Yeah, I know.
obviously, if, like you put your hand over or something, any movement, they turn on. Okay, so there's a restroom outside my brother's room and my other brother's room. So their room kind of connects, but like it's separated, and then the restroom is right next to him. So I'm aware and able to see like what like the restroom point of view. You get me?
Okay.
So my mom put one motion sensor.
So that when you walk to the restroom,
It just turns on, so
Okay.
we don't have to turn on the light
Yeah,
switch
yeah.
and stuff. There's times where my mom would tell me, close the door, right? I close the door so that way the lights won't turn on. So I close the door, right? And I'm just sitting in my brother's bed and I see a light turn on. I'm like, no way. So like that's why I'm like a little confused, like what is that? I mean,
I feel like that's a spirit.
don't say that, dude. That's my house, bro.
I mean, if it's either a ghost or a spirit, I feel like that's a spirit. In my opinion, like.
I mean, I don't know, but like it's happened quite a few times where like I'm just sitting down or laying down and it just turns on like that. I'm like, what? Even with the door shut, like you can see the light under the door. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe maybe the AC is like
Yeah.
so strong. You get me?
Or it
But
might just be tripping out, but I feel you.
but then I'm like, it can't be the AC. Like,
You wanna know one of my creepy stories?
yeah.
Okay. This didn't happen to me, but I was there when it happened.
Uh-huh.
You'll get it when I explain this. So, basically, we were in Mexico with my family from over there, right?
Where Mexico?
Like Mexico City.
Oh.
And we're driving, down the road, like just a regular. It's the middle of the day. Traffic, like everything's normal. It's not nothing like oh, I'm in the middle of the road. I'm in the middle of the night. No, like it's
Yeah,
regular
regular
out in
road.
public. And it's my uncle's driving, my aunt's in the front, and then it's me and my cousins in the back. It's a truck. We're driving, and all of a sudden, the youngest cousin, she's like 2 years younger than me.
Mhm.
So she was probably 11 at the time. This happened? 10, 11, 9, around there. Yeah. But anyways, we're driving down and she yells in Spanish. She yells, "That's my grandma's right there." Their grandma had died
Oh.
like
hey.
years before we. Like she met him when she was young, like when she was young, like young.
Like
and
how
she-
young,
like young, like you probably have 1 year of memories with her.
to what?
Yeah. So she yells, "That's my grandma." I get chills because that's just creepy.
Did I get me?
Because she's like, "My grandma's right there," and my uncle Brace says that's his mom, and she's like, "Where?" And she's like, "Right there at the corner." She's wearing a white dress, and he was like, "Where?" There's nobody there, and like, wait, bro. When I tell you, I was like, hell no, get me out of this car, bro. Get me out of this, bro. You know how crazy that is for someone to just yell that?
Yeah. Oh, she yelled.
Yeah, like in the car, like
Like my grandma's there.
Simon, like trying to catch her.
Oh.
I'm like, bro, me not even being funny, because it would be like, to me, they would be like, "What are you talking about?"
Mhm.
So I would be like, "Oh, I didn't get my reaction." But if I yell like that out of nowhere, that's creepy.
That's creepy.
That
That's
is
some
creepy.
stuff.
But I don't know. Besides that, I've never had like I've never had where shit moves.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, me either. But like,
Maybe I'll misplace something, but like we're like
we're like-
we're like if I put that water bottle there and I go to the restroom and I come back and that's not there no more, nothing like that.
oh. No.
If I did, I would leave like this whole university. Yeah, bro, no. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I've always been into ghost stuff, but like at the same time, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think spirits are real because okay, do you believe in hell and heaven?
Yes.
Okay, but what? Like to you, what's heaven and what's hell?
Well, hell, obviously, I've always been taught that, well, what I was told ever since I was little, that it's like red. Obviously, the devil's there. You get me? Like, and that's not like just me in general. I think that's like everybody else, not just me. And then heaven, honestly, like God and Jesus Christ. You know.
Well, what does it look like to you? Like
Hell-
I'm trying to ask you, yeah, hell and heaven. Like, what does it look like to you? Like, it can't just be a room.
Yeah. I just think it's like endless red and like
And what do you do?
fire. Like you can't do nothing.
Just work or what?
No, like you obviously die. Like if it's red and like fire and
But
stuff.
how do you die if you're dead?
I don't know.
That's my point. That's my point.
And heaven. I mean, you can't do anything either there because I mean you already.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel in heaven. I don't know why you get a second life. I don't know why.
Okay. Let me touch on what you said. I agree with you in some parts. I don't know why. Like, my parents never told me this, like, this theory. Like, nothing. I just came up with it one day. Like, when I was little, I was like, not little, but when I was like 10, I like was sitting there and I was like thinking about it and I was like, what is it?
Yeah.
And like, I guess I created my own conception. Okay, so with hell, I think you die and you get reincarnated,
Mm-hmm.
but into a bad life.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So like everything's bad.
yeah, you grew up in a bad
luck and
home.
everything.
No, not bad luck. You grew up in a bad home. You grew up under bad circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because if you think about it, Earth is a true hell.
Mm-hmm.
You work every day. Sometimes you go without eating. You're stressed all the time. Think about it. So it's the true hell.
Mm-hmm.
So you go back and you get a bad set, like your default life that you're set into is bad.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can make good out of that, then you earned your chance into heaven. And I think heaven is you get to be with everybody that died before from your family and just be like, imagine like this, you're in a house, you can do whatever you want, you can walk your dog, everybody's happy, it's
Right.
very light, you get to be with your family that died, of course, and help out like spirits that help you out, because there's good and bad spirits,
Right.
and the good ones that help you out with like those set things in certain places so that you save.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you almost been hit by a car?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How do you know it wasn't like,
Intentional.
yeah, or like how do you know it wasn't one of your spirits that could be like a guardian angel or something,
Mhm.
just moving it so you won't die, just so you learn your lesson,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think there's that, but then I also think, I don't know, that whole like reincarnation stuff, I'm like, how do you know like this isn't like your fifth life? Because clearly you're not gonna remember what you went through in the past life, because then that's like, bro, you're cheating the system.
Yeah.
How do you know this isn't like your fifth time trying it? You see what I mean?
Yeah, but then you also gotta put in perspective, like I'm the first one. You get me? Like I was born and I'm the first one. You get me?
How do you know that though? Do you see what I mean? How do you know it's? I'm not saying it's not you, but how do you know you're not? Your soul is not the same one from like
Previous.
previous lives. Think about it.
And you gotta
You're
think
just
about
placed into a new life.
it. Yeah. Like it's just trying.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know,
I mean,
man.
I've never like thought too much about it and stuff.
Me neither, but I'm telling you, one day I was just sitting there and I was like thinking about it and I was like, I don't know, but that's pretty crazy to me.
Yeah, you got me thinking. I'm not gonna lie. So,
Hey, you're gonna be at night like, no,
You twitching.
But yeah, I mean, besides that, like, I don't know.
Do you think? Do you think everything that happened? Well,
Everything that happens is for a reason.
no, to Jesus was real.
Like the whole story of Jesus, like him getting incarnated and stuff and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's real because he had to, like the whole him like on the third day. What was it? The third day or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he came back. I think that's real because he had to show them like, I'm God.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think a lot of people in this world don't learn until they see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I basically I could be like I'm the best basketball player in the world, but until you see me play basketball, you can determine whether I'm like, okay, he's right or he's bullshitting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he had to do that to like be like,
To prove.
yeah, but that was his last straw.
Mhm.
That was the last thing he did before he became like he went back.
Yeah.
Everything before that were little miracles. To get it was like little miracles to get like people to okay, are you gonna believe in me or not? Believe in me or not? And then at the end, like,
Everybody started believing.
do you not or what?
I do.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah, my grandpa was a
priest?
yeah, he was a priest. One priest and pastor, is that the same thing basically? I think priest is like more like into like
I think priest is a higher ranking.
yeah. So my grandpa was like a pastor. So so he was a pastor. So my dad knows like he knows my grandpa and my dad know like the Bible like that. Like you ask them something, it like come up to their head and they'll tell you like right away, like without any hesitation. So I mean my mom, she knows some of it,
Yeah, but not like your dad.
not like my dad and my grandpa. So they've always tried to get my brothers and I into it, but I mean we just like never found it interesting, obviously. But I mean, hearing about like everything that God did and like what He went through, obviously like it's interesting because
Yeah.
there's still people finding like the cave that he was in,
Yeah, and
like the robe and stuff. So like you're at that point, you're like, wow, like it's true. You get me?
You know what's crazy to me? I don't know if you've seen the ones like. I don't know if you've seen like the things on TikTok. I know that's not the most reliable source, but like
Yeah.
you haven't seen like the river that appeared. You didn't see that? Basically like a river appeared in a desert. I forget, but in the Bible it says, like this river appeared out of nowhere in the middle of the desert.
Was that already in the Bible?
Yes, and in the Bible it says a river in that specific desert will appear.
But did it say like how long from then? Like
No, let me find it here.
that's pretty. What? That's crazy. A river just coming out of nowhere in the desert. Are you sure it's not holes?
No.
Stanley Yonis.
Just appeared in the desert out of nowhere, fulfilling a 2,500-year-old Bible prophecy. Watch this, it's going to blow your mind. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 18, the Bible says this: I will open up rivers on the bare heights and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water and the dry land springs of water. Just recently in the Middle East, a river exploded out of nowhere, creating this new body of water. This is just one of many Bible prophecies being fulfilled right now. And guess what? If you believe that the Bible is true, I want you to subscribe now to follow along.
That's pretty crazy. But like, there's some people who are like if they watch that, they're like, oh, like there's like.
I think that's why God's doing that.
prove.
Yes, exactly, because I feel like we're like one of the generations that believes the least in God. Like if you look at, like, don't get me wrong, like of course there's still a bunch of people that believe in God, like a good percentage, but compared to last, like my parents' generation, everybody
Yeah.
was like into it. Like you didn't have a choice.
Mhm.
They went to Bible school, like stuff like that. Like
Church.
yeah, like my dad went to Bible school, and I was like, what? Like I barely even I got confirmed, and that's it. Like I never, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but they went to church, like it was like, oh no, you can't do anything. We have church.
Mhm.
And now I guess it's become like whatever. You know?
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, like we want to go, but like if something comes up, like my family won't go.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why I feel like he's doing all this to like be like, I'm real. Like
Mhm.
basically like, you know, F around and find out
Mhm.
type thing, you know?
Yeah.
But
Like you do bad stuff, I'll show you that.
yeah. Or I also saw this one dude that like he broke down Travis Scott's verse, and it said something about like Jesus coming down. And okay, this is actually pretty interesting. It's a theory, conspiracy theory.
Mhm.
You know how it says that trumpets will be played in the
Mhm.
skies when I'm about to come down,
Mhm.
right? And there's multiple rappers that have made little hints, right, to God coming down or something about God. Some guy said, "What do you know? What do you think? Like, a guy that plays a trumpet, what is he? A musician,
Mhm.
right? Rappers are technically musicians. How do you know that they're not playing trumpets? Like, how do you know those aren't the trumpets? Like, of course you're not gonna hear. That scared me. Of course you're not gonna hear trumpets being played. I
Right.
don't think so. But how do you know it's not the rappers that are the people playing the trumpets? Think about it.
Mhm.
Well, that's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Look. Let me find.
Yeah. You find it.
Yeah, that's Tristan. He wants to say that.
Tristan, you want to say hi to our podcast? Yeah, we're in a podcast.
Hey.
That's Tristan.
Look.
This is crazy. I think Travis's Utopia album is all music for the rockers. Hear what he said there? Yeah, the trumpets. Might as well turn up now. You might pop up unannounced. You hear the trumpets. You like the way it sounds. You know what that is? Isn't that God? Yeah, so in the book of Revelation in the Bible, fam, they say during the end of the world, we're gonna hear 7 trumpets. 7 angels playing 1 trumpet each. Since, you know, like in the Bible it says we're gonna hear 7 trumpets. What if trumpets is a metaphor for music artists? Somebody would have played the trumpet, an angel played the trumpet. What if there's like 7 people that will kind of spread this message, and once that 7th person is done making their music, it's the end of the world. So far it might be like 2 out of 7 or like 3 out of 7. If Ye made an album like that, I have a theory, bro. This is
Hmm.
That was interesting. Like, it made sense.
It-
Sometimes the things they say, it's like, bruh.
Yeah, but there's also people that say like, oh, this
Actual trumpets?
like this and this like rapper like sold his soul to like the devil and stuff, and like obviously they like mention God and stuff. So like now I'm a little confused because
I mean, I guess it's completely up to you. But if you think about it, like, what if those people saying nah, like downgrading his saying is the devil's work? Think about it. Like, the devil's in place to make you be like, nah, God's not real. Basically, is what his point is.
Yeah,
And for you to do bad decisions because it's like, God's not real.
yeah,
How do you know that those people aren't downgrading him? I'm not saying that they're bad people, but what if it's the devil's work saying like, I'm gonna downgrade his work? What he's trying to do, I'm gonna make it people be like, nah. Think about it. I don't know, because then Travis does do a lot of,
yeah,
but they also say that the Lord forgives.
right,
So he could also would have been like, you never know what goes on behind closed doors.
yeah,
So he could have also been like
like Lil Uzi Vert. Like I know he's.
I don't think he sold his soul. I think he's just crazy.
You think so?
I think he's just on drugs.
I don't know. When he started, when he first, I think he performed Just Wanna Rock. I think he dressed like all red and stuff, like devil material, I guess, and like he had like red eyes and stuff, and like
But that might just be to sell. Think about it. Like, if he sees that, more people are gonna be like, oh, what's wrong with him? I need to go see the show to see what's about.
Yeah.
You know which one was the one rapper that's what Travis también. That's what do you remember his entrance to Astroworld?
Yeah.
That entrance,
It was like devil stuff, yeah.
But then I was like,
And especially with the flying horse, something like that. Yeah.
But then I was like, look what happened. So what if he took it as like a sign from God, being like, you need to relax. Like because it's like look what happened. Like, okay, yes, people died at his concert, but like
it's like probably like a sign.
Yeah. Not only the people died at his concert, his career took a big dip. Don't get me wrong, Travis album still hit numbers when it came out because people were waiting. But imagine what numbers he would have hit if that never happened. Think about it. It would have been crazy. Like, he would have probably been on tour right now if that wouldn't have happened. But because that happened...
Well, he would have finished the tour.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's just interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty...
Do you believe that everything happens for a reason?
Yes.
Why? Explain.
I was just always told, like, in school, oh, everything's gonna happen for a reason. So, like, for example, like, the good way and the bad way. So, example, so since we're swimmers, right, if we were able to do, like, so good, right? So, for example, I did so good in my past, and I got a scholarship into whatever I'm doing, right? I think it all happened super well, right? And for me, it was just like a mentality thing because it was always a one-on-one like coaching, always, every single day. So my coach was always like, if you keep your chin up, you're gonna be better than you ever were before. And I believed in that, so that's what got me into this place in the first place. So in my perspective, I'm like, oh, everything happened for a reason. So in a good way, I was like, anything happens for a reason, just like you said. But for like bad stuff, I don't think anything has happened like bad. I don't know.
I agree with you. But I think the bad things happen for a reason too.
Yeah.
Because there's some lessons that you need to learn in order to go into the next level of your life. The next step of your life that involves you being a better person, that involves you just a better life all around. Requires you to learn certain lessons before you receive. Best example I can give you. Too soon. But best example I can give you is, imagine if, so you know all that hard work you put in swimming as an athlete, years and years just to get a little better, right? Imagine if you received that like that. Like, imagine the times you're going now, you were going 13 years old. You received it right away. And then you just kept getting better. You would never understand the value that has because of what you worked for. So when you get to certain levels, competition, when you get to certain adversity levels, you won't know how to handle it because you never went through these little levels to get there. It's kind of like if you're the goal in life for everybody is to make money, be as rich as I can, right? If they just give you all this money right away, you're not going to understand the value it has because you didn't work for it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's why bad things happen because good things are to come. My mom always told me, like, it's like Mario, you know, the video game? Yeah. Like, she's like, always that last level of that, like, map, I guess, is the hardest one. Like the one with the little castle. Yeah. Every time. It's like, and you keep doing it, you keep dying. You could have passed all these little ones fast. But this last one's hard. Yeah. But you go into this hard one, and then the first one and the next one's easy. And then you keep going. She's like, life is like Mario. So if you're in a hard part, of life, it's because God is testing you to see if you can make it out of this. Make it out of this? Okay, you're ready for
So
that.
that you can go to the next
So
step.
that's why I believe everything happens for a reason. It's interesting.
Yeah. It is.
This is what I do when I'm bored. Just think. But yeah.
Question.
What? Just grab it from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think tattoos are bad? Like, do you think they're bad for you, or
It says in the Bible, huh?
yeah,
It does?
yeah,
Neta?
yeah?
I didn't know.
Okay, so my brothers and I had a conversation with my parents. It was like a 20-minute argument to the point where we had to.
It says you should not make gashes in your flesh from the dead or any size, any marks on your stomach.
Exactly. And we had like a 20-minute argument with my parents, saying that God apparently tattooed himself, or not tattooed himself, but like he was writing on himself like permanently. You get me? But it got to the point where we had to call my grandpa, since he was a pastor, and it said in one of the Bible verses that something about tattooing is bad. I don't. It was like a year and a half ago. Remember?
He has name written. I mean, it does say like something. It depends how you interpret it.
Yeah. So like, do you
So
just
what-
think they're bad?
Wait, what did that end with? Like,
What?
like that conversation, how did it end?
That
They're bad.
basically, yeah.
Okay. I think, in my opinion, okay, let's for a second, let's think about how many things are in the Bible that are bad that people still do every day. Lie. You're not supposed to lie. People lie every day. Even when they're like simple lies that are like, oh, have you eaten today? No. And you, like, yes, I did. And you haven't? You lied. You know? Being cheating on someone mentally, physically, and with actions. That's like you're doing it. Thinking of bad things, you know? That you're doing it. So I think like we do a lot of things that are bad.
That people still do.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you ask for forgiveness, like that, like you'll be fine. But I think when it comes to tattoos, if I'm gonna get a tattoo, I'm gonna have something that has God on it. Or because I'm gonna use it to spread the word. Because think about how many people don't know the Bible. Let's think about that for a second. Think about how many people don't even know anything about the Bible.
Right.
I know I knew nothing until tattoos made me read more and be like, hey, this is good, this is good, this is good.
Because you want something that has a meaning.
Exactly. So I'm like, it could be a way of you spreading the word. Because me having a Bible verse tattoo on my chest could be like, oh, what does it mean? Now you're talking about this and you're spreading the word of God. So it could be like, I think that's good. But it also depends what you tattoo. So I think, I don't know.
So, in my family, I was always told that tattoos are bad, right? That you shouldn't get them. That was just my parents with me when I was a little kid, right? When my oldest brother first got one, I was like, well, it's pretty cool, bro. Like, I'm still not interested. But that was my sophomore year of high school, I believe. Because I knew I just wanted to get some earrings at that point.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where, like, well, I'm starting to like tattoos more and more. You hear that?
Yeah.
I'm starting to like tattoos more and more. So I was like, I'm not just gonna get anything on my body. If I do get a tattoo, I'm gonna get something that means something to me. So right now I have 8, 9, I don't remember. And one of them is fear God. People, when they read fear God, it means, oh, you gotta be scared of God.
No.
Yeah. So what I read is fear God means putting respect towards what God did during his life when he was alive, right?
Yeah.
Putting respect to what he did to the people that were there. Basically just putting respect to God in general.
Yeah.
That's what the definition of fear God means, and not like you gotta fear God. You get me? Like
Yeah.
stay away from God. Like not type of that stuff. You get me? And well, the rest are like just family stuff. You know, something that will be in my mind forever and be like, and I can actually share with people. Oh, this is about like my brothers, my mom, my dad. You know what I'm saying? Just like simple stuff. But I do understand when my parents are coming from, like, oh, they're bad, you're not supposed to be getting them. If you do, you're gonna go like to hell, stuff like that. But if you also think about it, just like you said, God forgives everybody.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you do, He will forgive you. Like no matter what.
As long as you ask.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's. I mean, I'm in the side where I'm in the side where they are bad and they're not bad. You know what I mean? As long as it means something to you,
Yeah.
and as long as you're not putting like any like cartoons or like something's dumb. You get me? Like
Yeah.
I get, no offense, but like I get like to the people that put like Dragon Ball or like
Yeah, no, I get you.
anime.
But it's kind of like, bro.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I get you, like, and I agree, but I don't know. That's interesting, though. That's interesting. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, I have 5 tattoos.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
And that's 12. But
Yeah.
okay, I was,
Military time.
and
Oh hell no.
there's nobody there, right?
Shit, I don't know if we're hearing something.
You heard talking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. What the? And 3 out of the 5 have God in them,
Mm-hmm.
or something about God.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you know.
That just means you're just putting respect into like
Yeah. And the other one I want to get, it's another one like about
what
God.
the
like-
Bible means to you,
Yeah.
what God means to you. You get me?
I don't know. It's kind of. I have a changing topics a little bit. I have an interesting question. Do you remember how me, you, and Eloy met? Like, when was the first day we said, "Hey, what's up"? I don't remember.
Okay. So when
Because it wasn't orientation. That's
No.
where you guys met.
yeah, so Eloy and I met our orientation, freshman year orientation, here in college. So we both came to practice at orientation before, the actual orientation started. But we didn't know each other at the point, so we just started talking because I remember one of the assistant coaches was like, "Oh, you got someone else coming in from the valley." I was like, "Oh, I wonder who it is, right?"
Gabby?
No, it was Eloy, because
Oh.
he was from Laredo. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "What?" And so then we just started talking, and he was like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm from Far." And like, "Where's that?" I'm like, "Oh, in the valley." He's like, "Oh, I'm from Laredo."
Of course, Eloy did.
And he's like, "Oh, so we're both in the valley." So like we just got started talking and stuff, and then we just decided, oh, let's just room together, since like we were in orientation we were together in orientation the whole time. So, and then his mom and my mom met, and they just got like, I guess friendly, and so they told each other like, oh, they should room together. I'm like, yeah. So we just started rooming together. But with you, I'm trying to remember,
I don't remember.
because I remember you were at the table first with like Trevor.
Trevor, Neil, and I was there because Because of Carter and them. Because they were talking to them.
Cause I remember Eloy and I came like super late to the table.
I think what happened was, so we went. It was after practice.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to go eat breakfast, like at the RDH.
Was it after morning or after?
Because that's when everybody was there.
Uh huh.
And then I don't know. I don't remember when I talked to you though. I think I know how I ended up talking to you. So I liked Gabby at the time, and I was trying to get at her, so I would be with her a lot, or just be around her. And I remember, I think, because you guys knew each other, that's how I started talking to you. And then Eloy kind of just somewhere in there like started talking to me too. But I feel like that's how I started talking to you, because Gabby told me she knew you. So I was like, oh, cool. Like,
I think you're right.
that's probably gonna be it. Because I remember. Yeah, because I'm trying to think of when me and Gabby first started like going out and stuff.
Cause I remember Eloy and I came into the RDH, right, and we're just saying hi to everybody and stuff, and we're like, "Who's this guy?" Like, I don't think we've ever seen him before, and it was you.
For real?
But like, I really don't remember like when we started talking.
I'm trying to find pictures of.
I think it was when you, like you said, you
'Cause-
mentioned.
By this time, this was August 31st, when Owen did that thing. You were there, and like we were already talking a little bit. But let's see if I. Gabby just showed me a video today. She was with me at that. Like she was sitting next to me.
So we were, I think.
Look, this is me with them, August 27th.
So I think that's when you started talking.
To you.
I don't remember.
It has to be Gabby. Like it has to. Because wait, there we're already like,
Yeah, that's true.
and this was
September 17th. Dude, that's crazy, dude. I don't remember.
Wait. Like, that's interesting though. I used to think about that. I would be like, bro, how the fuck did I?
Yeah, because that's so crazy. None of us, like, not even Eloy remembers.
Eli didn't remember. He lives in my head.
But, damn. I don't know, because all of a sudden we just all clicked.
Yeah. How often are we gonna do a podcast?
Huh?
How often are we gonna do a podcast? Every day?
I don't know.
Every other day.
Every 3 days.
So today is Thursday.
No,
We got
today, Friday.
So tomorrow we'll finish like Friday.
We
And then
could
Saturday,
just finish
Sunday.
now.
No, like upload it tomorrow, basically.
Oh,
Today.
yeah, today basically.
Sunday again? I'm not gonna do it Monday.
Okay, fine. Sunday.
Monday, just got back from class.
Practice. Oh, there's
Nah,
no.
Tuesday, y'all start
It's
practice.
Labor Day on Monday.
Oh,
It's closed. Everything's closed.
then I guess, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we just all clicked. Now we're like best friends, brothers, roommate.
You look picked me up from jail.
Huh?
You look picked me up from jail.
You want to tell them the story?
We'll save that for now.
Okay.
Because we're already like at the hour.
Okay.
But like at the first 10 minutes of that, it's just us talking to Eloy.
Yeah, I mean,
So we still got a little bit. But we'll save that for now. Hopefully Monday, whenever.
alright, we're gonna wrap things up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was interesting. This was interesting. I like it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you're still watching,
It's gonna be posted.
whenever you're seeing this, I hope you're having a good day. Pretty much.
Me too. I hope everything's going good. Don't do bad decisions.
Yeah. All right. Well, see y'all later.
Peace out.